Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, comrades of all kinds, thanks for joining me no matter where you're at cross country around this big, beautiful globe. And there it is, folks. There it is. Down goes Jamal Blowman. I haven't made any videos in probably a month or two because I just didn't feel like I had anything to add. Right? I didn't feel like I had much to add to any discussion. So why get on video? Right? I wish other people held that held that same sort of sentiment near and dear to their heart, but they don't. Every brain fart, musing, pipe dream and harebrained scheme needs to be put out for everyone else to consume, and it's just an awful way to go through the world. But I want to read to you a little bit about what I'm seeing in response to Jamal Bowman's loss. I think he deserved it. I think he did deserve to lose. I don't like him at all. You guys know that, right? I think he's one of the more right wing members of Congress, or excuse me, the one of the more right wing members of the squad in Congress, right? The fraud squad, the death squad, the squad, whatever the hell you want to call them. Okay, the justice squad, Dem squad, whatever the hell you want to call them. Yeah, I think he was the most right wing member of that. Obviously, he voted for the Iron Dome. Look, we'll just go over this stuff. Why not just go over this? Instead of speculating that, well, he only lost because of APAC, let's actually look at why he lost. The defeat is very painful. I'm well aware of that. But his disloyalty, his incessant disloyalty to the left was far more painful, and that's why he got abandoned. Right? We have to be clear eyed about this stuff. I did a video earlier. I was frothing at the mouth. I said, you know what? That's not going to help. It's not going to help. Me and my roommate, we have a new rule. Actually, kind of an old rule at this point, but at this point, I guess it is an old rule. Can't yell at each other. No name calling, no swearing. It's not going to help. It's not going to help. Maybe we slip up a little bit, but we know that it doesn't help. Okay? We know that it doesn't help. Now, we have to go over uh, why he actually lost as opposed to why American progressives want to say he lost. Because if you're going to pretend that it's just money, that it was just money, okay, then I'm going to look at you sideways. I'm going to think you're either low IQ, right, or you're a liar. And if you're a liar, I have to wonder, why are you lying? And I think I know why most progressives are lying about this, the ones that are. It's because they got a little embezzlement scheme going on. They do. They do. Let's call it like it is. The American progressives have a nice little racket of their own going on at this point. It's nowhere near the size of liberals or moderates or conservatives or the right wing. It's nothing like that. Okay? But they got $100 million, probably many hundreds of millions at this point, dollar racket going on, and they're not willing to give it up. They're not willing to give up that money. And so if they say, well, we've been outspent, not only do they have to not give up money, they get more money. We got outspent. That's the only reason we lost. Yeah, I'm not buying it. Not buying it. It was a huge part of it because it was $20 million. It's an unimaginable amount in a district. But it's not the only reason. Don't forget the gerrymandering. Gerrymandering is huge. They basically shifted his entire district to the left geographically, but to the right politically. So that didn't help him because the right wing already hates you. You call yourself a socialist. They already hate you. It doesn't matter that you voted to crush railway workers. Right wingers like that. It doesn't matter that you voted for the Iron Dome. Right wingers like that. It doesn't matter that you want to fund Nazis in Ukraine. Right wingers like that shit. They hate you for other reasons. So you doing all of those things, it just pisses off your base. It just gets the base to abandon you now. So you freaking spit in their face repeatedly. All right. And then expect them to show up for you on election day. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. They don't want pseudo socialists. They want a real socialist at this point. Okay, they've seen enough of the spineless shit from Bernie Sanders and AOC. They're just done with it, dude. Okay? And I'm going to repeat this many times. Jamal Bowman's going to be okay. AOC's going to be okay. She won. Cori Bush might lose. She's still going to be okay. Ilhan Blomar might lose. I don't really care. She's still going to be okay. They have pensions for life. What do you have? Do you have a medical pension for life? Do you have a pension from Congress for life? They have it for life. Jamal Bowman's going to be absolutely fine. He got his bag. You ever notice that? All of the progressives got their bag. They didn't just get a bag, they got to walk away with a suitcase. Well, where's our bag? No, seriously, where the fuck is the money? Where is the money? We want the money. We want the material. We want the bag. Y'all got your suitcase. Where's our bag? We didn't even get an envelope. Where's our bag? See what I'm saying? People are outraged. They're irate. Progressives are profiting off of their pain for life. They get to profit for life off of our pain. Okay? It's not enough. You need a socialist program. An actual socialist program with a trusted procedure. That's right. A trusted procedure. Trust the process. The problem with American progressives is they tried hustling backwards. You tried to hustle backwards. You can't hustle backwards. Remember Suge Knight? Suge Knight tried to hustle backwards. He tried to be a gangster backwards. How'd that work out for him? Now he's in prison for life. It's not going to work out, pal. I'm telling you something right now. If you try to hustle backwards, this political program, you're gonna screw it all up. You're gonna destroy it. You're gonna destroy the. Have you noticed that the energy on the left is way down the tubes? And I mean the online activist left, not real workers, tenants, and students who are out there who are ignoring the idiots on Twitter and Facebook and shit like that, and actually getting out there and doing stuff. They're getting it done. Workers around the world, tenants around the world, students around the world, they're actually getting it done. I'm in the trenches getting it done every freaking day, pal. I work with people above, what would you say, over the table, on top of the table, right? As a social service worker, I work with people under the table. Okay, I work with people pro bono in the freaking trenches every day. I see the squalor. I'm there to clean it up. I'm there to take care of these people that American progressives have left behind. Okay? Because AOC and the squad and all these other clowns, they ain't busting out the checkbook for you, pal. They ain't going to give you any money. They're not going to get you a bag. I'm sorry. It hurts to hear it. It hurts to hear it. It's painful. What's more painful than defeat? Disloyalty. Disloyalty. Disloyalty in defeat is far more painful than either one of them, or, however you want to put it. Right? The disloyalty that American progressives have shown to workers, tenants, and students is put us in a state where our relationship is basically beyond repair. They cannot be trusted until they get us win after win after win after win after win, and they ain't got us none. It's just loss after loss after loss after loss. And your pathetic weakness, your spinelessness, it reflects on us. They say, oh, these are left-wingers? Why the hell? These guys fold? That's the agenda they wanted. They folded immediately, and we're supposed to follow them? Not going to happen. You guys can't galvanize anybody by being losers. You don't win by losing. You have to go out and win. You don't win by losing. Look, it's not just me that feels this way. Okay? It's not just me. Pretty much everyone to the left of progressive feels this way. To the left of the American progressive camp feels this way. And I gotta say, a lot of the progressive camp at this point is feeling disaffected. They're saying, what kind of losers do we have leading us? What kind of spineless cowards do we have leading us? What kind of feckless liberals? Why do we have liberals leading us? Why do we have people leading us who keep supporting right-wing policy after right-wing policy after... Look, calling it right-wing is nice. It's far right-wing. It is. It's far right-wing. All those policies Jamal Bowman was supporting, they were far right-wing policies. Okay, calling it right-wing is kind of whitewashing it a little bit. Is that my first response was, I just don't care about Jamal Bowman and his political ambitions at all. I just don't. Sue me. I care about the people. I want what they want. Higher wages. I want lower rent. I want lower or no tuition. I want better benefits here, better benefits there, better benefits over there. Improved conditions here, improved conditions there, improved conditions over there. Actual capture of institutions. Not maybe we infiltrate it here or there with one of these clowns who ends up getting totally co-opted. And here's Cori Bush. She's another one of them. Let me be clear. Hashtag we decide our future, not far-right mega donors who want to meddle in our democratic elections. So if you're in hashtag NY16, vote out Jamal Bowman. And for the rest of us, let's pick up our phones and call every single voter we can today. You ain't doing none of that. You ain't doing none of that. You ain't prying open that checkbook. You aren't prying open that wallet. You aren't digging into your bank account to help people like me who actually need help. You got a pension for life, Cori Bush. Jamal Bowman has a pension for life. The people I work with are in squalor. Do you understand? I need help to help them. They need help to help themselves. Okay? You don't need any more help. We've given you enough time, energy, and money. Fucking do something with it. Excuse my language. My response to her, you're next, pal. You are keep it up. Keep the cute little cutesy bullshit there, the freaking hopscotch and grab ass, whatever this tweeting is. Keep it up. You're next. You will lose all support. I will pull all support from you, and freaking so will every guy like me, every gal like me. Keep it up. You're on thin ice too. I said Jamal Bowman is a right-wing piece of shit that repeatedly voted for more police, the Iron Dome, and support viciously crushing railway workers who were just fighting for a sick day monthly. Just one sick day monthly. And you couldn't even hold the line for that. Oh, man, that told me all I needed to know right there. That was it. Disgusted to see the left put out such energy into him while ignoring those of us in need. You know, the guys down in the trenches who need the support. I need the time, energy, and money, not Jamal Bowman. He's got a pension for life. He's going to be fine. But what you'll notice is, I'll say something like that, and progressives will get angry. They'll get angry because they know it's true. They know it's true. They know that guys like me are the ones out there doing the actual work, getting people into tenant unions, pushing for labor unions around here. By the way, put out feelers to get some help on those 9 stores. Zero response from American progressives. Zero response. But you know what they did do? They pried open their wallet for Hassan. They pried open their freaking purse for Jamal Bowman. They pried open their wallet for AOC. But when I wanted to go try to help unionize all 9 of these Starbucks stores, zero. A big freaking zero. Recruit, freeze. Not one penny. Not one message of encouragement. Not one person volunteering to help. Not one. Tells you what they really care about. Saying, you know what? The politician, I prefer one. That's all that matters. The podcaster I like is getting bigger. That's all that matters. And I hate to beat up on Hassan because he actually seems like a pretty decent fellow, right? I don't know a whole lot about him, but from everything I've seen, he seems okay. My point is, he doesn't need any more of your money, okay? He's going to be set for life. He doesn't need any more of your time and energy. I need your time and energy. The people I work with need your time, energy, and money, okay? It's time to stop implying it and start to be a little more explicit about it, because apparently you're just not getting it, right? Let me read to you some of the responses to this. Black Red Guard says, Bowman was a bad candidate and we shouldn't have backed him in the first place without giving him full attention to the critiques laid by Palestinian organizations. He labeled much of the organization COINTELPRO operatives and AIPAC stooges. He denounced Palestinian protests. We told y'all. The Palestinians told y'all, next time pay attention to what people are telling you instead of blowing them off. It's really amazing still that he lost to me. It really is. You were the incumbent, so you automatically get like 40-something% of the vote if you're doing anything right. And you have two third parties helping you. You have two third parties and like 5 different political PACs pumping money into your freaking. And you still lost by like 20 points. I mean, what a pathetic loser. Maybe it's best to get him out of the way. Just saying, maybe it's best to get Jamal Bowman and guys like him out of the way. Like, you can't have that sort of incompetence calcifying the works. I mean, because that is a level of incompetence just I've never seen, dude. That is really bad. You are one of the most pathetic campaigners probably in the district's history. Richard Medhurst, Jamal Bowman has directly helped to arm Israel. Like all Democrats, he's a criminal and a Zionist. Elon Musk is an insecure fascist, says people really need to stop being surprised when progressives who betray both their promises and professed values fail to win re-election. The best, most succinct way anyone could put it. People really need to stop being surprised when progressives who betray both their promises and professed values fail to win re-election. Taylor says politicians would do well to remember their base instead of trying to appease people who will never respect or support them. Didn't I just say that? Yeah. Black Red Guard. This is actually a really good point. Rightists are already trying to blame Bowman's defeat on the left and not his own waffling and AIPAC's intervention. Pathetic. That's why y'all keep losing. Y'all never self-criticize. Look, that's why the far right can't win. They cannot win. They live in a post-truth world. And they give up that ground to everybody else. They already give up the masses to everybody else because of their political messaging just in general. And then they just give up on the truth. Y'all are clowns, bro. Of course that's why you guys have lost 7 years in a row. 7 Novembers in a row the right wing GOP's got smoked. Elon Musk is an insecure fascist. Everyone is blaming AIPAC money for Jamal Bowman's loss, but it's his own stupid fault. You can't endorse Genocide Joe and claim to oppose genocide. Anyone who tries immediately identifies himself as a liar and a hypocrite. Better an avowed enemy than a fake ally. As someone who supports Palestine, I don't really give a shit that a Genocide Joe endorsing shitlib suffered the consequences of his actions. Frankly, he's lucky he avoided jail time for falsely pulling that fire alarm. Socialist alternative throwback. This is a good one. AOC, Ilhan Omar, Ro Khanna, Jamal Bowman, and Cori Bush all voted to impose the contract that rail workers rejected. If the 7 sick day resolution fails in the Senate, they'll have done exactly what Biden did. Betrayed workers in favor of bosses. That was the last straw for a lot of people. Because he was already being a fucking half-wit. New Dissident says, it wasn't $14.5 million in ads that sank Bowman. Bowman lost because rich Zionist scum Democrats in Westchester County love Israel, hate Arabs, and totally are unbothered by the mass murder of innocent children because they're worthless pieces of human shit. And 2, Bowman is a feckless idiot coward who didn't have the brains or the balls to serve in a way that would have kept his base behind him. And so when AIPAC came for him, he was a sitting duck. That's what we want, though. If you abandon your base, we want you to get smoked. Okay? We want you to feel that pain. We want you to feel that heat. We want everyone to see it. This is what happens when you abandon your base. You don't just lose, you lose in embarrassing, epic, historical fashion. Tim McD says, Bowman loves the Ukraine war. He's an alarm-pulling tool. Rural California New Deal fan says, 2 things can be true at once. AIPAC spent a lot of money on this race, and it's bad that money plays such a role in our politics, too. Bowman ran a bad campaign that focused way too much attention on Israel and Palestine instead of domestic issues that he could actually win on. Like getting us the bag, which is obviously never going to happen. Caven says, Palestine will always remain the most important litmus test for Western leftists. These are folks, in my reply, no. Being an anti-capitalist is the most important litmus test. Let me correct you right there, pal. You better watch yourself. Who are earnestly blaming Palestinian activists for Bowman's defeat. I have no interest in alliances with people who prioritize electoralism above moral conviction. Andre Damon. Bernie Sanders yells, Israel has the right to defend itself against a terrorist attack. This is an endorsement of genocide. As we explained, Israel can't claim self-defense against a threat from a territory that it occupies and is under belligerent occupation. Think about it. Israel's bombing 4 countries and occupying 3. You have no right to self-defense. You're what everyone has the right to self-defend against. Look, I'm going to leave it at that before I start losing it. Good riddance to Bowman, man. Seriously, he was just getting in the way. He's just in the way. He's just sucking up air in the room. He's wasting time, energy, and money that you guys could be using on others in the trenches. Workers, tenants, and students over podcasters, politicians, and shit posters. I'm going to leave it at that. You know what's up.